So I'm going to tell you a story that's pretty unbelievable. Just, I keep thinking about this story going, really? And here's why. I'm going to take you back almost 100 years ago. In the 1930s, there was a dentist in Cleveland, Ohio that was so distressed with how much tooth decay there was in children. It was almost 100 years ago, all right? He took a sabbatical and he went around with his wife around the world to every continent on this planet and sought out native populations that had not started to eat processed food, white flour, white sugar, stuff like that, who were still eating their native diets. And because he was a dentist, he was focused on teeth. But we know teeth are a hallmark of your basic oral, not your whole body health. Why do you think when people buy horses, they look at their teeth? Your teeth indicate your overall wealth of health. They are, they're what you can look at and really determine how well is that system working. So lo and behold, Weston A. Price was the dentist's name, and he wrote an amazing book on that, and you will find that in my resource section if you click on the link near this video. At any rate, Weston A. Price went out and started examining the teeth of all these people, and I was, of course, especially interested in the children, and the children's teeth were all perfect. I mean, the rate of decay in those kids was like 0.01%, 0.04% of their teeth had any kind of decay in it whatsoever, as opposed to within one generation of these children eating white flour and white sugar, within one generation, over 50%, sometimes 90% of the teeth had decay. So check out your child. How's the tooth decay going? Now, these were primitive tribes that didn't use toothbrushes, no oral care. Many of them ate lots of grain, which some groups say, oh, that's very acidic and that's going to mess up your teeth. No, their teeth were perfect. It was the overall nutrition of their diet, and their diet was packed with nutrient-dense foods. So, and during that era, in the 1930s, that's when tuberculosis was the plague. That's when that was what was taking people down. Was there any tuberculosis in these native populations? No, it was not found. The tuberculosis happened, and it happened with the children within one generation of eating processed food. Now you know why I just go nuts around processed foods. White flour, white sugar takes away from your child's ability to perform well. And Weston A. Price also said, the children were really well-humored. They behaved. There wasn't, in these societies, there wasn't any crime. There weren't irritable, anxious children. They were peaceful, happy. In one culture, the chief of the tribe wakes up in the morning and starts singing, all right? And then everybody starts singing. And that's how they wake up in the morning. Now, this is stupid in my mind. It's very simple. We know that the human biochemistry and biology just hums and functions beautifully if we simply eat the food that nature gave us. This is not rocket science. Parents are making their lives more difficult by falling for a food company's advertising and marketing that they're going to make your life simpler. They're not. Your life is harder. It's not as fun. So I'm gonna quit right now. I could go on forever, but I'm gonna have more on this topic and more on, so now what? So what are the nutrient-dense foods and how do I start transitioning? So that's what that's all about. But you'll see in my resource section the book by Weston A. Price, and we'll keep going from there. See ya.